I think the entire community has to be involved. And I think that has got to go home then. Whatever you're doing in the school has got to make it to the parent. And then as soon as you can get the parent to come in, then you've won. Then you've won. Because you got to show it off.
Right.
They are so ingrained in this is how it's done. It's battle ball. It's, you know, this is how it's done. When they see all the kids moving, enjoying, learning, and the key is learning. Parents want kids to learn. Yes, learning can occur in PE, and you got to show it to them.
I think that the administrator is very important in the role, and I think that it has to come from the top down to the entire faculty has to buy into it, not just the phys ed teacher.
They begin to look at the science behind this, to look at the experts in the field that are saying that there is a connection between the brain and the body, and that there is a real growth in ability to learn, ability to be educated by a person who is physically fit, by a person who is well, by a person who has health.
We can pay lip service about any aspect of anything we want to do. I could send an email and say, we are doing this. And if they want to keep their jobs, they're going to do it, right? But that's just not the way leadership works. You want a community of people to come around a topic, embrace it, shake it out, accept the parts that are need to be accepted, but the parts where they're like, you know, I'm not so clear about this. Can we talk about it? Are you willing to change this aspect, that aspect, and then come back and say, okay, here is what we, as an institution, this is what we're going to do as a community. We embrace health and wellness. We embrace physical activity being something that kids see as a positive thing and not a negative thing, and we are all committed. It takes communication. It takes, you know, it's not only just a one size fits all. You have to scaffold the information.
Having, I guess, an organization as you guys be the liaison and kind of prodding us along and pushing us along, because it will kind of fall off of our radar unless we have somebody or some organization that is very much dedicated to making this the #1 priority.
The teachers are role models for the students, and that's why I think talking about that staff wellness piece first, even before getting into the programs, because if the teachers themselves don't have that passion of wanting to be healthier and make healthier choices, they're role models for the kids. So whether or not, you know, they think that or not, but the kids look up to them. And so if they make that commitment themselves, it's just so much easier for them to implement those types of activities, health and wellness, within the classroom.
To lead by example. If I'm going to, you know, instruct others to do something or suggest that they behave in a certain way, I have to do the same.
There's always going to be some teachers that are stuck in their ways, that, you know, think it's just the new trend. If you let them see it in action, like, don't just tell them, you can't just, it's not something that can just be explained. You really have to show them. Have that one kid that maybe is in 5th grade now, but everyone knows about this child and how they're tapping or they're doing something. Focus in on that one child or that group of kids that really have a hard time, and really show them the improvements that can be made. You know, a lot of time they'll have lower scores and there'll be behavior problems. Focus in on those kids especially, and show them that if it can work on these kids, imagine what it can do for the kids that have a different situation. So really, you have to do it like full out and show them rather than just tell them. It's nothing they can read. It has to be something they see.